Next up are this pair of 293s, and we're going to offer both of them, but have elected to talk about them together here as litter mates. These 293s are gangster daughters again, and again, I hope you can look at the catalog and study this group of gangsters together collectively the way they're laid out in the catalog. These two sisters are out of an 83 litter snooze, which means they're out of a snooze back on Carol's sister. A couple years ago, we sold those 83s as prospect gilts. That year we were brave or dumb or both and elected to sell some little gilts in the Built the Brand sale. The True Boys bought both of those, 83.8 and 83.11. 83.8 is the belted one. So again, she'd be a snooze back on Carol's sister. Her first litter was out of gangster, and you're looking at that best pair of gilts from that litter. The belted one is -9, the black one is -7. And Boots has had a lot of experience with this particular sow family, and I think it's fair to say that these gilts, relative to how they're bred, are pretty advanced in terms of their bone, their structure, their proportionality. I would even go as far to call these two pretty stout for females out of this particular sow family. This sow, their mom had absolutes this spring, and that was a very good litter. Those were 43s, and this again was her first litter. These 293s.
Yeah, as a pair, I would tell you that they are more moderate, they are stouter, and just more everywhere than a lot of the stuff traditionally is out of this sow line. But at the same time, I think that's how it's supposed to be. Every generation, you're supposed to make advancements and improvements, and I feel like that's definitely the case here. Both of these two definitely look like they're just a shot quicker, and I don't mean that in a negative thing, because out of this sow line, that's usually not a very common characteristic, and I think that these two's maturity patterns set yourself up for just maybe a quicker ROI in terms of their litter value. And man, these things look incredible. This black one especially. I mean, I'm not sure how much better you can make one in terms of their look, their proportionality of their bone, and I mean that belted one has got so much far-reaching pieces. I mean, in terms of her arm size, her exotic look, length of body, and just extra stout. An incredibly good pair of gilts that are very different, but incredibly high quality, and kind of the stuff that's pretty hard to come by around here.
Again, we're talking about this pair of 293s, and they sell, they're cataloged as lot 217, which is the black one. The belted one is lot 218. We are selling both, but we elected to talk about them together. They're 293s, they're sired by Gangster, and out of a snooze provoked sow.